Welcome to Georgeway mathTV.
So whenever you've been given an equation and you ask to solve for a variable, the first thing that I want you to think about is that where is that variable that I'm being asked to solve for? Where is it at in the equation? So once you find it like this, you're solving for x, that is my x. You're solving for y, that is my y. So I want to know where it is. And then you start thinking, how am I going to get it alone? Get it by itself, like get to a point where it's going to be just x. Get to a point right here where you're going to have just y. Now, in this case, in this type of questions, right? You see how -4 is very close to the x. You see how there's no sign between these two? Actually, there's a multiplication sign right here. You see how here there's no plus or minus or anything like that? There's a multiplication sign right there. And whenever you have something like that, the only way that you're going to get the variable by itself is to divide. Same thing right here is to divide. But divide by what? Divide by the number with the variable. And whatever you do on one side, you do the same thing on the other side. And then you just cancel and simplify. You're probably saying, I really want to see how to do this. I really want to know. All right. Oh, so how am I going to solve for x right here? Where is the x at? This is the x. And looking at how this is like that right here, how close this is, it tells me there's actually like a multiplication sign between it. And when I see anything that looks like that, the only way to get this variable x by itself is to divide by the number close to the variable, which is what? The -4 right here. So I divide by -4. And whatever I do on one side, I have to do the same thing on the other side. So I divide this also by -4. And these two -4s right here will cancel out. And that is how I'm going to get the x by itself. Equals -12 divided by -4 is +3. Okay. That wasn't bad. Now, let me see if I really got this right here. So here too, I'm solving for y. But where is my y in the equation? This is the y. And looking at how this is right here, looking at how close that is, it tells me it's actually like a 3 times y. So whenever there's no plus or minus between a number and a variable, I have to know that there's actually a multiplication. And now the only way to get a variable by itself, I learned that I have to divide by the number close to the variable, which is 3 in this case. And whatever I do on one side, I have to do the same thing on that side. So I divide that also by 3. So now the 3 cancel out. I have the y by itself. 27 divided by 3 is 9. And that's it. That wasn't too bad. So whenever I have anything like that, a number with a variable, with no plus or minus between it, I have to know there's a multiplication between it. And with that, the only way to get a variable out is to divide by the number with the variable. And I do the same thing on the other side. And then I just simplify. Alright, I got this. Alright, now I'm back to being Teacher George. I was a student for a minute. Now, you know what is going to happen, right? You're going to also have to do this by yourself. And I know you got this. You're going to remember what we did, right? I know you got it.
Please don't forget to subscribe, tap the bell to be notified for new videos, and share.